everyone. So today I'm finally doing my products to use up update as of April 2016. So I had done the last update in July of last year, and I had meant to do it like every 6 months, but I didn't squeeze it in before the baby was born. So the baby is 3.5 months now, 3.5 months old now, and it's still really tricky to find time to record videos. So anyway, I better make it happen because he's likely to wake up really soon, and I've got a lot of stuff to talk about here. So I'm going to try to include everything that was in the previous video, but forgive me if I don't do everything. I will link the playlist with the previous videos and like the last video, the update video that I did last. Okay, so the one thing that's still on my list that I have not finished is the NARS Light Reflecting Setting Powder pressed in translucent crystal. I still use this quite regularly for setting my under eye concealer. I'm still chipping away at it, but still have quite a bit left. Let's see, the CoverGirl+Olay, and I really would recommend it, though there is definitely a cheaper option. I have the Sonia Kashuk Chic Luminosity powder, I believe. It's exactly the same. I cannot find any difference in those products. I'm going to be pleased to throw some of these away. Okay, I need to organize here. So I am going to add some new things, quite a few new things this time around. This was not on there. I was getting a little optimistic. Why is this in here? Oh my gosh. Have something that's an empty in my little products to use up finished bag. It's a mess, I tell ya, a mess. All right. I feel like what I like using for these are deluxe samples that I might not really stick to using otherwise. It really kind of cuts down the amount of stuff I have laying around. And I feel accomplished, you know, it's like an achievable goal. All right, so I'm going to try to go in order based on the list I have in the last video. I don't know if that was in the order that I did them in the last video or not. All right, so stop saying so, Nicole. Next one, this one is finished. Yay! So this is the CoverGirl+Olay The De-Puffer in Fair. The nice thing about this is when used with the NARS powder, it does not crease once I set it. It also does not look dry underneath my eyes, also when I set it with that powder. But the downside is that it just does not have much coverage. And the older I get, and especially with a baby that's, you know, a small, young baby that you're still getting very sporadic sleep with, I need a little bit more coverage. So I do have one of these, but I may be including it in a giveaway or seeing if someone that I know might want it, because this just isn't, it doesn't really do what I need anymore. But I'm glad I finished it. Benefit Powderflage. I still have it. I feel like I need to get this into a container that's a little bit easier to use. I don't have much left in here. If I use it as like a face powder, it's a little drying to use under my eyes, and that's why I just never got around to finishing it. So maybe I'll dump it into a pot like this and it will just be easier to use. Because if I use it on, you know, a sponge, it will go quickly for setting the rest of my face. So I just need to get it in something that I can use it a little more easily, which I've already said like 3 times. Now I have on here a Too Faced Shadow Insurance Deluxe sample. I don't have it marked as having finished it, but I did finish that, and that was in an empties a little while ago. I just did not save it apparently. One thing I did save was the LORAC Behind the Scenes eye primer. I have finished this one. So I think the formula on this has changed, at least from when I had originally bought a full size several years ago. This never got dry and thick, which that one did. This one stayed very liquidy, even though it had been open for a while. So that's kind of nice to know that possibly the formula is different. Let's see, Studio Gear Professional Brow Definer in Medium Ash. It's done. There is a little pencil in here, but the pencil chunk, the stuff inside the pencil, it fell out. So this one's totally finished. It lasted a really long time, and it was quite a nice color. You can't buy it at Ulta anymore. I think you can buy it online if you really wanted it. It's a fairly cool tone brown, which is nice and a little bit hard to find, and I feel like if you don't sharpen it all the time, it lasts a really long time. I forgot to grab this one. The Tinted Brow Gel in Brunette from Anastasia. Oh, I put it up here. Oh, there's the baby. I'm still working on it. I found it to be a little bit more usable if I wipe off the spoolie on a paper towel so that it doesn't glop up so much product on my eyes, but it's still just a very warm color, and yeah. And the brush, this little spoolie brush thing is just, it's bad. Benefit Posie Balm rather. Deluxe sample, tiny deluxe sample. So I finished what was up here, but then I like dug out what was inside, way more inside than there was sticking out. So I depotted that into a little pot. That's what I have on my lips today. I really like the color and texture of this, but it dries out my lips something awful. So that's how much I have left. Not a whole bunch. Maybe like 5 to 10 wears left here. Yeah, I really like it. I don't love the rose scent. I can tolerate it now, but that it dries out my lips is really irritating. You think somebody's gonna go get that baby perhaps? Ah yes, Rimmel Lasting Finish Lipstick in Airy Fairy. I haven't really made much progress on this one. Just haven't worn it a lot. It's really pretty, but just haven't worn it much. Has kind of a golden pearl. L'Oreal Fairest Nude Colour Riche. I'm so close to finishing this guy. So close. I really do. I like it. I would consider repurchasing it. Maybe. I think that's everything on the list of... Oh, this is not in here. Did I say I was going to throw this away? I don't know. Benefit Girl Meets Pearl. I could have sworn this was on here. Maybe I didn't talk about it last time. I still have not finished it. I don't know. It just doesn't really do much, so whatever. The things that I'm adding quite a few primers just because I think a lot of them don't have much left. I'm pretty sure one of these is pretty much empty, but I don't know which one. But I'm going to go ahead and work on finishing these NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Bases. 2 little deluxe samples. I find it obnoxious packaging. I don't find that it works as well for me as things like the LORAC primer. I know a lot of people that they find them to work better. I just have not had that experience. What I've been using recently in the past month or so is the bareMinerals Prime Time eye primer, so I'm gonna stick that on the list of things to use up. Let's see what else. I'm gonna put the stuff back that I have not finished. The face primers that I'm going to put in here are the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, as well as the Burberry Fresh Glow Luminous Fluid Base. These are both deluxe samples, though this one's more deluxe than this one. As far as I can tell, these are about the same. This one has a scent, this one doesn't. I still have to do more testing, but someone on Instagram kind of mentioned that they were very similar, and as far as I can see, they seem almost the same. Concealer that I'm going to put on the list, I'm going to put 2. We'll see. I might decide that this one is not, it's not worth finishing. If I really don't like something, it's really not working for me, then I'm just going to chuck it. This is the Guerlain Precious Light Illuminator. Rejuvenating Illuminator in shade 1. This is quite old, but I do want to finish it. It smells fine, whatever. And the Maybelline Instant Age Rewinder Erase Dark Circles Treatment Concealer. And this is in Fair. So I would like to put those on the list of things I'm working to finish. Another eye primer, another one of these LORAC Behind the Scenes eye primer. This deluxe sample of Marc Jacobs Fine Liner in Blacker. I'm kind of putting stuff on here that I know I'll finish, so I feel like it's kind of cheating, but then I feel like I've really accomplished something. I use this for tight lining. I love it. It doesn't irritate my eyes. It doesn't transfer a ton. It does a little on my waterline if I get it on my waterline. And it's just cleanup's a little bit easier in the evening because there isn't so much getting into my lashes because it's so much more of a precise tip. And I probably am going to buy one of these full size during the 15% off sale that's happening soon or happening right now, or I have no idea when I'm going to put this video up. Last thing, a brow pencil, the Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil in Ash. That's going on the list, and I should probably put a face product on here, like a face color product. How about this one? My Lancome Teint Idole Ultra in 90 in Ivory. This one I use a lot. I have no idea how much is left, but I think that I can definitely finish this. So it's going on the list. I think that's it for my update and new products and whatnot on my products to use for April 2016. Let me know if you finished anything recently or if you've got things that you're really working on to finish. I think these kind of ideas of this kind of video is really great for someone that has a lot of stuff or they've been neglecting things. It just kind of puts your focus on using up some of the products that you have in your collection. So please join me in the process if you want to. I would love to hear what you're doing in the comments, or if you have videos, then please do link that video for me. I would love to watch it. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.